What's going on, you guys? It is Scott from Fly Rides, again at Eurobike. Man, I love this event, and it is only made better because my buddy Felix here got me a beer, and we're going to sit down and talk about the Fazua motors from 2020. I'm so tired, I missed that cheers. But you guys, I'm really stoked on these motors. They're moving into the mountain bike sphere a little bit more. They've also got gravel bikes, and of course, Fazua is famous for their super ultra lightweight road bikes. They can keep it lightweight because it's such a small motor. But like I said, that's about as much as I know. So Felix, give us a little bit of the background with these bikes.
Yeah, thanks Scott for having us.
Of course.
Well, first of all, I would say we start with the founding of Fazua. Back in 2013, we had the idea of creating a electric bike motor which would be lighter, slimmer, and with a natural riding experience. But the motor concept we had in mind would differ a lot from all the concepts that were on the market at that present time. So we missed the feeling of riding a traditional bike when you ride an e-bike. So this was the basic idea behind it. And 5 years later, we were entering the market in 2017. It was in June 2017 with Cube, Focus, Bianchi, and Pinarello. And we were kind of opening the e-bike market for lightweight systems. So we are currently market leader in the segments of e-road bikes in Europe, 28 different bike models with 24 different OEMs in Europe. And there are other sectors we are currently present in, like gravel, mountain bike, or urban. And everything is growing very rapidly over the last 2 years.
That's cool. I mean, so what's your newest thing for 2020? I mean, I think the mountain bikes are brand new this year, right? That you guys are breaking into that sphere a little bit.
Yeah, well, actually, one of the very first bikes we were presenting Fazua with was a Focus hardtail. This was quite a success, and now there are more fully suspension bikes coming up, like one bike with Lapierre or a new bike of our friends over from Knox, and Bulls also made one model. And these are lightweight e-enduros with a weight of beneath 19 kilograms, which would be 38 pounds.
Which is pretty. To give you an idea, for most e-mountain bikes, as you guys know, that's like 10 pounds light. We have to go by pounds because my viewers.
Yeah. It's very hard for me to calculate.
I know, right? No, we'll help you out with that. We got that for you. But that's about 10 to 12 pounds lighter than most e-mountain bikes, including carbon bikes. So that's pretty incredible. That's really something I would love to stress right there. But what kind of power is it going to offer you? Because that is the one thing that people would probably say is like, well, yeah, but it's going to offer you less power. So how many newton meters are getting? What are we looking at in terms of power on these motors?
So if you're looking on hard facts, you would get 55 newton meters of torque to your crank spindles, and the motor power is 250 watt and 400 watt in peak. So it's pretty comparable to normal motors.
Absolutely.
But the 55 newton meters is less.
Okay.
And we made it that way, so it still is a bike you have to pedal a lot to get a lot of support. And this makes it feel very special.
So basically, it's a great in-between. So if you're not quite ready to make like a full move to e-bikes, one of the things I love about it is that you can, on most of these bikes, take it out. Do you guys have like a dummy one that you can put in to kind of like fill the space?
Yeah, definitely.
Incredible.
So one of our unique selling points is we are the only mid-motor system that is modular, which means you could put the motor unit and the battery out of the frame, and you could also ride it without the motor, without any friction of a bottom bracket. So we provide this dummy here.
And this comes with, so this would come with if you get a bike with it?
Not naturally,
okay, cool.
But you will get it via our online shop or at your dealer.
Easy to find.
Easy to find and very cost friendly. So this is basically just an empty alloy tube, which has the same dimensions as the motor unit and the battery. So you could fit it into the frame, and this makes an e-bike 2.9 kilograms lighter, which is 5.8 pounds.
There you go. I didn't need the conversion that time.
And it transforms it to a very sporty, natural bike. and you don't have it with any other system.
And again, like you can get it on a road bike, you can get it on a gravel bike now. Tell me a little bit more about why you guys wanted to. I mean, gravel bikes cyclocross is kind of big in the States. What made you guys move towards the gravel bikes this year?
Yeah, we are kind of surprised how fast the gravel sector itself is evolving, especially here in Europe. We know that it's a big thing in the States, and when we are entering the US market later on this year, we also expect, or we hope that we will have a lot of success in gravel sector. The gravel sector is usually a sector that attracts people that are more open for innovations, are not as cautious of e-bikes at all. And why wouldn't you need a little extra support on the gravel ride?
Yeah.
Because you're not orientated on your, I don't know, fitness goals.
Sure.
You still want to do sport, but you also want to enjoy the landscape at the same time. And this would be the perfect fit for Fazua and gravel.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the different modes. I know that you got on the Fazua motor.
So we have 3 different support modes. In the strongest support mode, you would get 250 watt or 400 watt in peak, and from OEM to OEM, it differs in what percentage the support modes would differ from each other. Battery capacity, we are still dependent on the cell technology, which is currently also improving all the time. For example, when we started to create the battery in the dimensions that we are having right now, we would have just 180 watt hours. Now we have on the same dimensions 250 watt hours. So of course, if the cell technology evolves with the time, we would have more capacity in the same dimensions. But for the moment, we stick to these 250 watt hours as we are sticking also to these dimensions. And also important, of course, we are working on improving small details, but everything that we are improving will always be retrofittable. So when you are purchasing a bike now, there is always a chance to retrofit all the advantages of new products into the current model you would have.
What's important to keep in mind with these bikes, there's no reason that like that the battery would ever change, because like if you think of a Bosch battery, the power pack, that eventually would want to go into an inner tube, but this is already an inner tube. It's already integrated into the frame, so it makes total sense that it's going to be 100% retrofittable. So that is the Felix guarantee. If you buy one of these now, you're going to be able to get a bigger battery later. And I think one of the cool things too is that it's pretty easy to. I don't know if you guys sell separate batteries, but to bring along a separate battery because they're so lightweight, right? Yeah.
First of all, we sell it. Okay. Also via our online shop, or we are our US service partner. And extra battery isn't. The weight of the extra battery is just as the same weight as a drinking bottle. Well, I would love if you guys would check by our new website, www.fazua.com.
Fazua.com. That's super simple. Yeah, we'll put it down below too. Yeah. Sweet.
So you will find all the bikes that we are currently equipping with in Europe, and later on this year we will be present in the US, and we will have more bike models, especially for the US market later on this year.
Fantastic. So keep an eye out for that, you guys. Felix, thank you so much for sitting down, man. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit that bell as well so you know when my Eurobike videos are coming out. Well, did you guys? Did you hit that bell? Do it! Do it right now. Subscribe to my channel. I really dug this motor system, you guys. I did get a chance to test ride them. It offers a fair amount of power. I think we'll start to see them in the States. And if you're looking for a lightweight solution that offers some nice power to keep you not so sweaty, it's really nice for Southern California to have something like that, but still mostly have a traditional bike feel, this is going to be a great option for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.